Hey there, Sagittarius. All right, so just an overview on how it's going to go. We're going to pull up your guys' generals using the Kipper deck. We're going to do your guys' love messages with the Mystical Medleys Tarot deck, and then your finances and career with the Rider Waite Tarot deck, and then end off your guys' reading with the Affirmators. Jeez, I'm almost forgetting what they're all called, man. All right, pulling up your guys' generals, Sagittarius. Okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay, what about this? Immediately, what I'm getting, for those of you guys that are looking to get a raise and promotion, I am seeing that coming in for you. But what I'm primarily getting, that's just like a side story for those of you guys, if you guys know if it resonates for you. But primarily, what I'm getting here is that be aware of a particular person, especially in high position. I'm not getting exactly like a boss or a CEO, maybe like kind of like what do you call it? Like assistant manager or something like that. Not exactly too high, but like still in a high position, right? It could literally be like a boss or manager because of the official person. So like somebody maybe even like a bit of a one step higher position than you. But I'm getting that whoever this person is could be very immature, or even if they're not mature, like for example, they could be like in their middle age. I'm kind of getting like this person could be have this appearance like they're very old and mature, but actually they're not. They could have like childlike ways in how they do things. Like, I'm not getting them to be a bad person, it's just their ways and their tactics, the way how they do things is kind of like a little bit unreasonable, if that makes any sense. They could have like a little bit of manipulative tactics. Um kind of like I don't know if you guys like ever dealt with like sales reps or sales representatives or whatever, like people that try to sell their service or products. Like some of them could like mean what they say, but sometimes they kind of like exaggerate a little bit. That's kind of like the energy that I'm kind of getting here with this person. I don't know why this person's energy is popping up in your guys' reading. For some of you guys, it might automatically click who this person is. For some of you guys, it might not make any sense at all who this person is. But I'm getting there is some sort of importance in regarding to this person. Um, I just feel like they have a very weird way on how they handle things, and it's just I don't know, it makes no sense at all. Again, in the back of the deck, mature woman in reverse. It's has a lot to do with maturity for some reason. Something about them is just the way how they act is very immature. I'm kind of getting like this person might appear like very old. Like I don't care how old this person is. It's just the way how they do things is very immaturely done. You know what I mean? Like they could have done a much more simple, logical approach, and instead they're doing things two times, 10 times more difficult for no apparent reason, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. For some reason, because we have the mature woman and the mature man in here, I'm kind of getting that for some reason, I'm kind of getting like a parent dynamic duo or some sort. For some reason, I'm kind of getting the reason why this person is popping up in your energy. Some of you guys might have taken huge offense to whoever this person is. Some of you guys might have even considered this person to probably be a bad person, but I feel like what's really trying to let you guys know is to kind of take it easy and give this person a little bit of slack, because this person might have some sort of parental issues or whatever, is kind of what I'm getting here. Like I'm kind of getting like their parents or something like that, or people in their family weren't very involved in their life. And that kind of has like an emotional trauma that adds like a little bit of an emotional trauma to them, is kind of what I'm getting here, like a response of how their parents treated them. So I don't know why you guys needed to know. Some of you guys might know who I'm talking about, but just really wanted to point it out. Some of you guys could possibly live with this person. I don't know. Let's see here. Some of you guys might be concerned for some reason. You guys are pulling up like really weird messages. I don't know why. Um, For some reason, like, usually I would get messages in the generals where it's, like, specific about, like, love, like, I would know automatically if it's specific about love and finances, but no, you guys are actually pulling what I'm looking for, like, actual generals. Um, I'm kinda getting, like, some of you guys might have been expecting some sort of message is kinda what I'm getting here, like, I don't know, it doesn't have to be, like, an actual message, some of you guys could be expecting some sort of news or information to come in. For some reason, I'm kinda getting it's pointing towards a situationship or relationship that you guys were dealing with, because we do have a coffin. Now, I'm not seeing any exactly love messages, but just intuitively speaking, I am kinda getting it's more towards that, subject. Honestly, it could really be anything, but I'm getting you guys having some sort of expectation to receive some sort of news or message about some particular situation that's ended. Like, I don't know if you guys recently broke up or broke things off, or there's something that came to some sort of closure. And I'm seeing because you guys are not receiving any sort of news or messages, I'm seeing primarily you guys, because you guys are not the one, you're the recipient, right? You guys aren't receiving messages. I'm seeing you guys possibly going out of your guys' way to message to see, like, is this person still alive? Is this person still okay? Or is like everything going okay? And something like that. I feel like this has something majorly has some sort of impact in regarding to your guys' life. I don't know what it is, but for some reason it's of some importance. For some of you guys, it could literally be about a child, just looking at the back of the deck. But honestly, it could really be anything. For some reason, I'm kind of getting like it could be in regarding to a past person. I don't know if you guys haven't spoken to somebody for a very long time or whatnot. Um, because whenever I'm getting the child card, usually I am getting it to be like in regarding to a child, but for some reason, your guys' I'm kind of getting something in regarding to your guys' past. This could be like somebody you guys haven't talked to or spoken with for a long time, like for a long time, and you guys haven't heard anything or spoke to them in a while. And so I'm getting you guys maybe possibly messaging them to see how they're doing is kind of what I'm getting. Could be a family member or relative of some sort as well, is kind of what I'm getting. Going into your guys' love messages, we have the star reversed. Oh boy, what is this going towards? Nine of Pentacles reversed. Mm, there is some sort of attachment, and I know you're probably like, "Oh my god, the devil card's always something bad, right?" But I really gotta put it out to you that I just feel like there is some sort of somebody here has some sort of childhood issues or some sort of childhood, like, trauma issues or something like that. I'm primarily getting it could be you, but it honestly could be another person. Because we're talking about love here, I am getting it's in regard to like a relationship or situationship you guys are involved in. Some of you guys might have been upset because, I'm not getting that you guys like that, like this person isn't your wish fulfillment or whatever, not like the original meaning of the star. What I'm kind of getting with the star is that, like, you guys found this person to be attractive. Like, this is somebody that you guys liked, but I feel like the reason why the stars in reverse is because you guys weren't able to attain them. I don't know if for some reason, like, I'm kind of getting this person could be like a little bit independent, like doing their own thing. And that is why you guys are the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You guys are trying to somehow get their attention. You're trying to put yourself more out there. And because of that, it's grown to like a very unhealthy attachment is why the devil is popping up in your guys' reading. Um, I feel like this person just likes I feel like they're used to being independent, they're used to doing their own thing. They could have been also the type of person that's not used to being a relationship in general. They could also be very much focused in their material aspects. For some reason, I'm just kind of getting they like doing their own thing. They like being alone. They do like doing things on their own. But I feel like because of that, I don't know why, but for some reason, I'm also getting like that kind of is like your guys' thing where some of you guys like the idea of like the runner and the chaser where like they're like running away, you guys are chasing them. It's kind of like a cat and mouse kind of game. Like it's there's nothing bad about it, but it's when it's grown to the point where it's like too much, where it's like you are putting in most of the effort, you're the one that's grown too much attached to them. That's when you need to kind of stop and like revert back and like come to that realization, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. I'm kind of curious, so I'm gonna go and delve a little bit in deeper. I usually don't do this, but I'm kind of curious. I am seeing that there is a potentiality where an offer might be made, but I feel like they hide the fact that, they like their singlehood. I'm not saying that this person has commitment issues, but that could be a possibility. But I am kind of saying that they kind of like a little bit of their independence. And the reason that being is because of the Nine of Wands and Ace of Wands in reverse. And you're probably thinking, well, what made you think of that, right? Well, the reason that being is because when a person puts in, makes the offer, makes the commitment, what does that mean? You are obviously committed to that person. You aren't able to go out, have fun. You can't be having any side hoes or whatever, right? You can't have anybody else attached to them. And I feel like that is kind of also, that's that's kind of like what I'm getting when they're acting or having that sort of behavior. I don't feel like it's mainly just like, their flirtatious manner, but I feel like it's mainly due to the fact because, they're afraid of letting go, the fun time. For some of you guys, this person might have like a very young heart. Like, I don't care what age they are, they might have like a, young teenage kind of vibe where they still like to go out partying, they still like to go hanging out with friends, they probably like to go out a lot. And I feel like they really like the idea of wanting to commit to you, but just the things that are attached to the commitment is kind of what's scaring them off, is kind of what I'm getting here. Let's see how you guys are feeling about this. You guys see marriage and potential with this person. If not marriage, I see you guys like wanting to, establish something together, whether that's like living together, combining your guys' finances together. But I feel like I said, I've seen that it's grown to a part where it's like it's super unhealthy though. And what makes matters worse is no matter how hard you guys are gonna try to walk away, you just can't walk away from this because this person feels too good to be true, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. Let's see the overall outcome between you two. Mm, okay. Wow, okay. Well, there might be some signs that this person might reveal that they have something towards you. They might not go out as far as to say, like, oh, declare all their love to you, right? But I'm kind of getting that they might leave some sort of breadcrumbs, a little bit, some tiny hints. I feel like it's mainly due to the ego because we have the Four of Cups reverse, and this guy, I don't know why, but this guy that's representing the leaf is kind of like, um, that it's like he's trying to act as if like, "Oh, I don't need this. I'm good without this," like as a very egotistical manner, right? And to me, that is kind of telling me like, oh, they're pretending that they don't want it, but they really do, right? And it's so I'm kind of getting that this person might I feel like this person secretly does have feelings for you. Straight up. I'm just gonna straight up say that they have feelings for you, but I feel like they're gonna keep on breadcrumbing you, and that's the issue because they're not fully into the idea of commitment. And I feel like no matter how hard they try to revert their attention away from you, no matter how hard they try to look into other relationships, even if they're out there partying with different people or whatever, I feel like in the back of their mind, they still think about you, especially with the King of Cups. Like usually, the Ace of Swords are a representation of stalkerish energy, but to me, the King of Cups also is like a representation of stalkerish energy because he's looking through that stethoscope and watching every movement, every detail very clearly. This person can be very like, I wouldn't want to say overprotective. There's like a specific word I want to say, very controlling, like not in a bad way, but like in a more where it's like in a protective matter, right? They try to know what you're up to, what you're doing, and they just want to know what you're basically doing most of the time, right? Is kind of what I'm getting to see how you guys are doing and things like that. And I feel like over time, as this progresses, they might eventually be comfortable enough to express their feelings to you is kind of what I'm getting here. But right now it's like step by step you have to work your way up to their heart, right? It's kind of funny. All right, going into your guys' finances and career, that took longer than I expected. Let's speed this up a little bit. First of all, any sort of goals, plans that you guys have, they're all going to be put into action. If you guys do have any ideas, plans, or goals, make sure you're actually putting the effort and not keeping it up there. You know, sometimes you have to actually implement work and hard effort into it, right? And the justice card to me is always a symbolism of as much work you're putting in, as much you're going to receive back, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. And I feel like whenever the Hierophant comes in as well, it's also a symbolism of like, for some reason, I'm getting the word guarantee. It's like there's a guarantee whenever the Hierophant comes in, it's like you are making this promise, you're making this commitment to this specific thing, right? And whenever I think about that, I think of guarantee. Like if once you start implementing those goals, once you start taking action towards your dreams, your goals, your wish fulfillments, right? It's like the universe is going to guarantee you success. It's going to guarantee you guys your rewards, the fruits of your labor, right? Some of you guys might have this fear like, oh, I'm scared to make these changes. I'm scared to make these moves. But the universe is really trying to say here that once you do it, there is going to be some sort of reward in regarding to it. It's like a reassurance of like, don't worry about it. I got you, you know? Um, some of you guys might have or had to walk away from something. I wonder what this is. Some of you guys uh, decided. Now, I don't want to say you guys didn't had a choice because in general everybody always has a choice. Everybody always makes a choice. But in this kind of case, I'm getting that some of you guys decided to take neither of the path, right? As weird as it sounds, like you guys went out of the box. Like it's either you chose this or you choose that, right? And I'm kind of seeing you guys choosing neither. I'm seeing you guys trying to make your guys' own path, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. And your guys' path was to walk away from whatever. It's kind of weird. It's like some of you guys are walking away from some of your guys' ideas or things that have been put in front of you, right? Like, for example, if you guys already had an established job or whatever, right? As an example, some of you guys are choosing to walk away from it and start something new and different. What's weird about it is, even though that's such a bizarre way of doing something, right? Like, no one would ever think outside the box to maybe bulldoze their own path, right? Towards fulfillment. But that's kind of what I'm getting here for you guys, where you guys are kind of like bulldozing through it. Forget about this and that. You're choosing your own path. And it's like you're gonna do whatever makes you feel right. And because of that, you guys are in such a, I want to say, safe space. It's like the Empress is, she's like super comfortable where she's at. She's feeling good about herself, right? And I feel like you guys are finally in that safe space, whatever that means to you, where you can finally enjoy the fruits of your labor. You can finally let go of all the stress, all the worries that's been bothering you, especially if you guys were really pressured into making a decision. It's like, the hell with that. I'm going to make my own decision, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. And I'm getting, because of that, you guys are finally able to relax. Now, for some reason, it's not very specific, so take it how it's going to resonate in parts of your guys' finances and career. But that's basically kind of what I'm getting here. All right, now to end off your guys' reading, because it's already taking longer than it needs to be, your guys' affirmators, we have magic. I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I'll fill mine with holy crap, that's unbelievable. Once again, it's that out of box thinking, right? It's like, you guys, these paths are right in front of you, like you have these options and you guys are choosing to like revert the path and make your own path, pave your own path, and like you guys are marching to the beat of your guys' own drum, which is such a beautiful energy, because I have not done a reading like that in what felt like forever. So honestly, that's a beautiful energy to be in. And I will always support you guys in that, right? I always believe you should march in the beat of your own drum. So, anyways, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Hopefully, you guys like this and it was really helpful. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right, take care.